Hey everybody, Dirili here. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Code Realize, Guardian of Rebirth. And this episode we are going to be doing Van Helsing's bad ending and his extra. So bear with me for the bad ending and then his extra will be right afterwards. So you can just sit back, relax, and let me read you a story. For the bad ending, we have to choose Fall Silent in this instance. Having touched upon Van Helsing's pain, I'm suddenly unable to say anything. The rain continues to pour down, and he smiles gently. That's right. You don't have to do anything. It will make me happy to know that you're alive somewhere, living a peaceful life. Van Helsing lets me go, and quietly turns away, speaking in a completely different tone than his previous shouting. When this fight is over, I would disappear once and for all. Okay, we can skip some because some of this is the same. Oh, don't tell me it's all the same until the part where we try to wake him after he stabs himself. Well, this sucks. So his bad ending it's just the same as the good ending, except at this part he actually dies apparently instead of waking up and they can be together. But I mean, at least in Impy's. It wasn't conclusive, you didn't know. You could still be out there somewhere with amnesia. But this sucks. Ugh, alright. Part of who I love. Van Helsing. Van Helsing! I call out to him and shake his shoulder, but he doesn't respond. My prayers and pleading don't wake him. Van Helsing, with a somehow satisfied expression, has just taken his last breath. I can't form any words. The emotion filling my heart overflows, spilling out of my eyes in the form of tears of misery and sorrow. I pay no attention to the tears dripping from my eyes as I hug Van Helsing's lifeless body as tightly as I can. I let out a wail of lament, hoping that at least this might reach him. Come in. How are you feeling? All right. My chest still feels a little tight. I see. Yeah. Thank you for looking out for me, Deli. When our situations were reversed, you bought me food, that's all. Thank you anyway. There's no need to thank me. It's been 1 month. Lupin continues to seek out the truth behind the terrorist attacks. Victor and Impy both remain in London to search for something. One thing that has changed is that Saint Germain has moved back to France. He gave his mansion to us, saying it was a token of appreciation for all the fun memories we'd given him. Of course, we told him we couldn't possibly accept such a huge gift. But he told us to just stay here then and look after the mansion until he returned later. But just as Saint Germain left, for some reason I feel that Lupin, Impy, and Victor will eventually depart from the mansion. After losing Van Helsing, I lost sight of my purpose and remain here idly counting the days as they go by. Cardia, do you remember when you asked me to come to this mansion to live with the rest of you? Yes. I don't know about the others, but I intend to stay by your side until you've had your fill of me. You don't need to force yourself to stay. There's nothing forced about it. You and that man saved me. I want to return the favor. A breeze blows in through the open windows. The curtains sway gently, the wind carrying scents of the forest and sounds of birdsong. I have an idea. I open my mouth just a little, simply going along with an impulse. Hey Deli, if you want... What is it? Would you like to go to Van Helsing's hometown? I'm sure his family's graves are all there, so I want to offer some flowers. I want to tell his family about him. You're going outside? Yes, I want to leave the mansion. I see. Alright, let's go ahead with preparations before you change your mind. It would make for a good change of pace for you if nothing else. I'm sure that man will never be able to rest in peace if you're so depressed all the time. You're right. I nod and look out the window. The sky is clear, and the day's warmth is peaceful. It's as if someone is telling me in his usual annoyed voice to stop shutting myself in already and go outside. Damn you, bad endings, you suck. Alright, we're going on to his extra to erase that bad taste out of our mouths. Look at him with that annoyed look on his face. His typical annoyed look. Make us happy again, Van Helsing. It happened several months after that final battle with Alistair. It was on the day right before everyone was about to leave the mansion for reasons of their own. This should be everything. I placed the plates on the table, looking over everything with a satisfied smile. The breakfast that I had woken up so early to make is finally complete. I hope Van Helsing likes it. Just the mere mention of his name makes my cheeks flush. I've prepared breakfast for one. I made it for Van Helsing. I used the cooking gloves that Victor had made for me and used a recipe that Impy had given me. It's the first time I've ever cooked anything from scratch. I burned it several times before I got it right, so this meal almost didn't happen. But after seeing the admittedly impressive results, I feel that all my hard work has paid off. Now all that's left is to wait for Van Helsing to wake up. I hope he likes it. I sit alone in a chair, waiting for him with mixed feelings of anxiety and excitement. He's late. 10 minutes go by, but Van Helsing doesn't show. 10 minutes isn't much, but Van Helsing is usually so particular about time, so something like this never happens. His food is going to get cold. I wonder what happened. Did he sleep in? That might be the case. Ever since the battle with Alistair, he's been running around looking for new work every day. He must be tired. Wait, he didn't take any time to recover from, stabbing himself in the chest near his heart? Seriously? Well, maybe because he, has hidden strength, he healed quickly. I don't know. That could have taken a toll on him, and he may not be feeling well. Or it could be the stab wound in his chest making him not feel well. Maybe I'll go check on him. Even after a month, man, that would not be healed. Peaceful sunlight shines into the hall as I slowly walk down it. It's been a while since he's had a day off. If he's just sleeping in, I'll let him sleep a little more without waking him. It's too bad that his breakfast will get cold, but I can make it again anytime. In any case, even though he might be tired, I'm still surprised that Van Helsing would oversleep. It seemed like he was up late last night working on some paperwork. Good thing I told him I'd make breakfast. Here is how our conversation last night had gone.
Lupin and the others are out all day tomorrow, huh? Since Impy won't be here, I suppose I can make breakfast tomorrow.
Are you sure?
What? The other four?
For some reason, Van Helsing's statement causes a chill. For some reason, Van Helsing's statement causes a chill to run through the otherwise peaceful atmosphere of the room.
You're going to cook? Is she going to eat it too? Of course. No! This is actually your time to shine, Cardia.
Huh?
Why don't you take this opportunity to try your own hand at cooking? Yeah, you always said you were interested in it.
Of what's gotten into all of you? You're acting so strange.
Has he cooked for them before? It's just so funny that they say the other four.
The four of them all beckon me over to them. What's the matter? I find all this sort of odd, but I go over to them anyway.
I'm trying so hard not to keep laughing.
They all stand in a row as if to shield me. They have their backs turned to Van Helsing, so we can't hear them.
Wouldn't he find this kind of odd?
What is going on here?
Miss Cardia.
Saint Germain is the first to speak up as I stand there unable to keep up with this strange situation.
They all look so serious except for Saint Germain.
He maintains his smile, but I think he looks a little pale.
We've actually been invited to his tasting parties every once in a while. And, well, it's god-awful. I should have expected it from a human weapon. He can even kill with his cooking.
What? They whisper this unexpected news to me in urgent, hushed tones.
That's surprising because, you know, he's so particular about food and he was, you know, happy with Impy's cooking. How could his cooking be so bad?
What? So it doesn't taste good? I thought cooking was one of Van Helsing's hobbies. He had seemed very particular about it, too, from the professional way he had spoken about it. I can't even fathom how someone so meticulous could make something that doesn't taste good. Impy, aren't you exaggerating a bit?
No, he's not exaggerating. I don't even know if I can even call what he does cooking. I don't know how he manages to create such poison without using any toxic ingredients. He'd make a good alchemist. Yes, and what's worse, he's convinced that his own cooking tastes good.
But poison... they're so harsh. I'm actually a little curious now, since you're all so adamant about this.
You shouldn't underestimate him. If you're not careful, you'll die.
Die? It doesn't make any sense. The more I listen, the less and less it seems like they're talking about food.
And you know, all men dream of having their loved one cook something for them.
Is that true? I'm a bit confused, but I'm quick to pick up on the suggestion. I think I've read about it before. Generally, between lovers or married couples, the woman prepares meals for the man. So if I go by those standards...
What are you all whispering about? So, Cardia, do you have any requests for the menu tomorrow?
Van Helsing, I'd actually like to make the meal myself.
What? All of a sudden?
Because... I'm your girlfriend, so I want to do that for you.
I see. If that's the case, I'll leave it up to you. I'm looking forward to it.
Alright, I'm going to do my best. With Van Helsing's encouragement, I feel more determined about the prospect. The other four are also savoring a victory of their own behind me, shaking one another's shaking one another's hands and smiling.
I wonder if he really is a bad cook, or if they're just doing this because they want to see how Cardia cooks.
So that's how I ended up cooking for the first time. Oh. I was so caught up in recalling the events that had led up to this that I've arrived at Van Helsing's room before I know it. Now I just need to knock lightly and call for him. If he wakes up right away, we'll have the breakfast together that I've been so looking forward to. I wonder what he'll say when he tastes my cooking. Half excited and half anxious, I gingerly reach for the door. Van Helsing, are you up? There's no response. Are you still sleeping, Van Helsing? Oh, I suppose if he was asleep, he wouldn't answer me, as I'm thinking this to myself. He doesn't really respond, but I do hear a sort of groan. That sound makes me blink in surprise. Van Helsing, are you feeling all right? His moaning gets worse. Something's wrong. It might be bad manners, but I'm worried about him. I should check in on Van Helsing. Once I decided this, I timidly placed my hand on the doorknob. Van Helsing, are you feeling... Huh? What I see the moment I open the door is the color of bare flesh. For a second, I can't figure out what it is I'm looking at. I furrow my brow in confusion. But then I suddenly understand. Van Helsing. I realize that it's his muscular physique. He doesn't look sick, but more importantly, he's naked. For some reason, my face burns in an instant, and I can't bring myself to look directly at him. I've never felt this way before. He needs to start putting something on. I shyly tried to bring this up.
What are you doing?
Huh? Van Helsing casually reaches out to me.
I could stare at this for a really long time. Get over here.
Huh? Over there? Is he talking about the bed? I quickly shake my head to rid it of the image that comes to mind. No, I can't. I'm poisonous. I try to respond to him, but Van Helsing isn't accepting my rejecting.
Accepting my rejecting? That doesn't matter. I want you in my arms right this morning.
He sounds like he's not going to take no for an answer, and his gaze is piercing. My body responds to his strong longing with a jolt. Van Helsing! Though my mind is confused, my heart beats faster with delight. Maybe if I'm careful, I can lie next to him. Perhaps it's just a justification, but my feet start heading for him, of their own accord. Usually we're not able to touch each other because of the poison, but I want to do what he's asking. I want to feel him closer to me. I can't help but feel this way. Van Helsing. I make up my mind and hesitantly reach my hand out to him. He reaches towards my trembling hand. Then he grabs his glasses, which were sitting on the bedside table. Huh?
Ah, there we are.
As I stand there dumbfounded, Van Helsing's voice becomes clearer. Then he slowly sits up in bed. I quickly close my eyes just before the sheets completely fall away from his naked body.
That's better. Why are you here?
Why, I wanted to tell you that breakfast is ready.
What? Already? Of all the days to sleep in.
I gingerly open my eyes and see him standing there, already in his usual outfit. Could he have been half asleep this whole time?
Ah, that explains it.
But first things first. Van Helsing, right now, were you just looking for your glasses?
What else would I be reaching for?
I see. His reply is so blasé that I feel myself growing weaker. So much for all that tension and stress I'd just gone through.
What? Are you disappointed that it wasn't you I was trying to find?
My whole body starts at this completely unexpected remark. Were you actually awake?
No, I was really half asleep. I just remember everything we said, that's all. It was pretty adorable. You slowly tiptoed over here. So slowly with your face all red.
He's even worse when he's awake.
If you like, we could do the whole scene over.
No! I rush out of the room, steaming. I almost stomp all the way back to the dining room, but... Your breakfast is going to get cold, so come soon.
Got it.
After that, I watch him take the first bite with bated breath.
This is...
How is it? I know it's not as good as Impy's cooking, but I did the best I could. Oh, but if you don't like it, I'll eat the rest myself.
Slow down. I think it's actually good.
Really?
Yes, I can tell how much time and care you put into it by how it tastes. Personally, I prefer this flavor far more than Impy's cooking.
You're far too generous. It's burnt here and there.
You shouldn't be worried about something so small. The fact that you made this for me is the greatest ingredient.
That makes me so happy to hear. I watch Van Helsing eat for a while, then finally start eating off my own plate. It's good. It's nowhere near as bad as I'd feared. But remembering the flavor of Impy's cooking, I really feel that I have a long way to go if I want to be that good. Van Helsing, I'm going to keep practicing cooking. I want you to enjoy it even more. I'm able to work very hard every day for the person I love. There's probably no greater happiness than that.
I see. So there's one more thing to look forward to in living with you now. As a sign of my appreciation, would you like me to start sleeping with you in the same bed, beginning tonight?
No, thank you. If I'm not careful, I'll turn over and accidentally melt you.
I see. We'll have to save that for when your poison's been dealt with.
I guess Van Helsing saw right through my attempt at a logical excuse. My heart is thudding, and I don't think it will slow down anytime soon. Living with Van Helsing creates so many new and unknown emotions in me. The heat and intensity of these emotions make me feel dizzy at times. But knowing that we love each other that much makes me happy. I want a sequel to this game. I want more. Well, I hope that you enjoyed that as much as I did. And, so next we will be doing Victor. Next video you'll see from me for Code Realize will be starting Victor's path. So, I hope to see you there or in some of my other videos, and I'd be so grateful for any likes, comments, subscriptions, or shares with your friends to show some support. Thank you so much for joining me, and I wish you all health, happiness, and safety. Dirili signing out. Bye-bye, everybody.